If you're looking for a spacious all-suite hotel near Busch Gardens or the University of South Florida in Tampa, this is my review of the Embassy Suites by Hilton Tampa-USF. I stayed here for one night while passing through. I had a meeting in Tampa the next day and just needed something conveniently located. From the hotel, it's roughly a 30-minute drive to both Tampa International Airport and downtown Tampa, depending on traffic. So it works well for a practical base rather than a central city stay. This is a classic Embassy Suites property, meaning it features the brand's signature open atrium design. All rooms face inward toward a large central atrium, which creates a very open and impressive feeling the moment you step in. And honestly, the atrium is the highlight of this hotel. It stretches up multiple floors with glass elevators, plenty of greenery, and some water features that give it a almost resort-style atmosphere here. The building is directly connected to the USF campus area, which makes it convenient for university-related stays, campus visits, or business nearby. The room layout is exactly what you'd expect from Embassy Suites, and that's really good. You enter into a small live-in area with a sofa and a table that can function as either a dining table or a workspace. Between the living room and the bedroom there's a small hallway area that includes a kitchenette. Not a full kitchen, but you get a refrigerator, a sink, and a microwave. The bedroom is separated, which I always appreciate. It makes the suite feel more residential and less like a standard hotel room. The room is very clean overall. You get a smart TV, updated lighting, and everything feels functional and up to date where it matters most. The bathroom unfortunately features a shower tub combination, not my personal favorite, but perfectly usable. Interestingly, you can see the current transition in Hilton's bathroom amenities. There were still some older 0% branded products, but also some of the newer Crabtree and Evelyn, specifically the Gardeners line, which I personally liked quite a lot. One issue, however, was that there was no warm water during my stay. The shower was completely cold. I spoke with other guests in the elevator who had the exact same problem, so it appeared to be a hotel-wide issue. Not ideal, especially on a colder Florida day. One of the signature features of Embassy Suites is the complimentary evening reception. This is something I genuinely like about the brand. It encourages people to gather in the atrium lobby rather than just stay isolated in their rooms. In this case, they offered light snacks such as vegetables, dips, chips, and of course drinks. Instead of traditional drink vouchers, this property offered unlimited soft drinks via a Coca-Cola soda machine, but there was also a small bar serving additional beverages. It creates this social atmosphere, and I think that's one of the strongest aspects of the entire Embassy Suites concept. Breakfast is complimentary at Embassy Suites. The selection here was fairly standard, nothing extraordinary, but solid. You get everything you need for a proper breakfast, even if it's not particularly memorable. The gym is well equipped and relatively spacious, definitely above average compared to other hotels like Home2 or Homewood Suites. Parking costs around $20 per night. You're supposed to scan a QR code in the parking lot and register via your phone. However, the system requires a US phone number and it's a mandatory field. As an international traveler, I couldn't complete the registration with my European phone number and had to go through the front desk instead. Just something to be aware of if you're visiting from abroad. One unexpected moment during my stay, the fire alarm went off while I was in the middle of a Teams meeting. The entire hotel had to be evacuated for nearly an hour. Some guests mentioned that this had happened multiple times in recent days, so it didn't seem to be a one-time issue. Fortunately, I had my car parked right outside and was able to continue my meeting from there, but other guests were standing outside in relatively cool weather waiting to be let back in. Not ideal, but safety first. I rather have one false alarm once in a while than not have the alarm going off in an actual emergency. A minor issue, but I see this more and more in US hotels, blinking LED lights from smoke detectors, routers, or other technical devices in the bedroom. In my case, someone had already taped over one of the blinking lights, which looked an awful lot like a previous guest's DIY solution. All in all, this Embassy Suites delivers exactly what the brand promises, which is a spacious room, impressive atrium design, complimentary breakfast, the evening reception, and a solid gym. However, you should be aware of somewhat dated interiors such as the shower tub combination, paid parking, and potential technical issues like the hot water or the false fire alarm. For a convenient stay near USF or Busch Gardens, especially if you value space and the Embassy Suites concept, this is a very solid choice though. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one again. If you want to see an Embassy Suites hotel outside the US, click the video on the left, or the video on the right to see another hotel review.